Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on I think it's our fourth edition of the Capital CREU. Today, I am so excited. We have Erin Puricelli here. She is my dear, dear, beautiful friend. Thank you so much for being here. She's going to talk about private money lending with Shane and I. Thank you, Erin.
Thanks for having me, you guys. It's great to see you and great to be here this evening.
It's great to have you, Erin, and as always, it's a pleasure. And we've been going through our list of private money lenders and people to talk to, and you're one of those people that have known us probably from the very, very beginning.
It's been a while. It's great.
Yeah. So we appreciate that. And one of the things that we want to talk about is your experience being a private money lender, not just with us, but I know you're a private money lender on other deals. But tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you become a private money lender?
Let's see. So my background goes a ways back. I was in the mortgage industry for about 10 years before the big collapse that everybody remembers well. And then I was in medical equipment sales for another 10 years, which I really enjoyed being out on the road and in control of my own business. And I thought, I can't believe that I spent all that time sitting in an office because that was terrible. And then I did get into construction with the company and doing some of that on my own. And at that point, I was like, what do I do with this hodgepodge of mortgage and sales and construction? And that's when I was introduced to real estate investing. So I got into a mentor group where I met Cindy and then was introduced to Shane. So that kind of helped me understand a lot about the real estate investing business. And I got my start in mentorships. And at that point, I was in the learning phase, and I was in a mentorship where they were teaching about the different ways that you could make money. So you could wholesale, you could buy and hold. And then there was a passive way of lending money to other investors that had deals, and you could passively make income while I was still learning about the other methods of real estate. So luckily I was in a position to be able to do that, to start to collect money passively while learning and working on building my team and becoming a buy and hold investor as well.
And I think that part of your story is just amazing because through your journey, from the time that I've known you, you were starting out as that new learner and learning the passive side of real estate and becoming a private money lender. But that wasn't your only path. You then said, okay, I want to have properties. I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to be fix and flip properties, how to hold properties, how to become a landlord and have tenants. So you've kind of done all those things. Now that you have acquired properties and are doing the active side of things, are you still doing private money lending?
Yes, I still am. And I am still in some of the same deals that I started in way back then. And I've gotten into really only one other new deal, which was somebody that you guys introduced to me because I had the confidence that you guys had looked through the deal and mutual friends that we had, become acquaintances with as well. So I had that trust there, but having your seal of approval was really what made me move forward with it.
And I think that's an important thing to understand is for somebody coming into this looking from the outside who's just beginning, there is an advantage or strength in being a private money lender, but also being the active side. And I'm using somebody else as a private money lender. And you're in that situation right now. Well, if someone was new and just starting out and was going to ask Erin, why are you lending Shane and Cindy money, but you're also going out and borrowing money from another private money lender to do deals? What's the advantage of that?
Well, the advantage is I'm making interest on somebody else's money. And then with a new private money lender coming in to help us, we're also getting the opportunity to teach them about investing. And if maybe they're not ready to move forward and buy their own properties, they can ride right along with us and learn without taking as much risk.
Yeah, I love it. And we greatly appreciate all that you've done with us and for us. And I love that strength and community. So as we've met private money lenders like Erin who's been so fabulous. It's not just hey, we're taking from Erin money and giving her money. It's just a cash exchange. It's actually been, we're learning from her and her business that she's doing. She's asking us questions about real estate or investing or capital raising. You start to get that tight knit group of people that you're working with, and everybody has a deal going. And that's what I like about, because we're private money lenders too, right? And we're always looking for private money lenders, but it's really about deal flow, or keeping that money moving. Because if you're only doing it with yourself, you can only go as fast as you can go. But if you have funds available and Erin has a deal, I want to keep my money moving. I want to keep it working. So we keep it moving, keeping deal flow.
Exactly. And we've run into, what I've learned since then, some of the deals that I invested in, I may make a different decision at this point. But with you guys and the relationship that we've built and cultivated since then, it would be a no-brainer, like you said, to lend again. And so you build a small community where I have a deal that needs funded, we have the cash, vice versa, and we're just sharing the love and wealth and keeping it in a tight-knit community of people that we trust and know that they're going to communicate and do the right things with our money and their decisions.
That's true.
And you hinted at it a little bit, so maybe I'll be a little more pointed in the question. What first brought you to Shane and Cindy as your first PML opportunity? Why did you invest with us?
Because I was learning from you. You guys had become a resource. You had become educated to help newer investors like me, feeding us information and knowing that I could come to you with questions as we were getting started and building that business. It really built a different level of trust. And we already had great communication because, as you know, that's one of my biggest complaints with other lenders is not communicating. And I came from a construction background. I came from a mortgage background. For me, you need to communicate more when there's an issue, not less, and we'll figure it out together. So it's a challenge.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And that trust is so important. But, as we've said, having that communication, if a lender is calling us about and asking a question, we feel like we failed because we should have been proactive and providing that information. So Cindy and I are always listening to what our lenders are saying and then trying to figure out, all right, how do we apply it to everybody? So if there's a report that they want to see every month or numbers they want to see or pictures or video walkthrough, whatever that is, we go, we'll learn from that and get better. So.
And I've never had a question of what's going on. Am I going to get my monthly payment this month? Is everything going okay? I just have never had a question. And that's huge, just having that peace of mind.
Yeah. I actually, all of our lenders can say that because we've never missed a payment. The only time I think we've missed a payment when we had when the money came back and we're like, we can't pay you because your account number.
Yeah. You gave us the wrong information.
Yeah. But that was
it. Same with us. We've used a lender and he was in a few deals that sounded so good. The second lien position, big loan amounts, big returns. And, they had one or two that went well and then one or two that didn't. So the last thing he said was to me, I'm only going to lend with you guys because you're taking a more conservative approach. It might not be as much money, but it's a much safer bet.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Yes. People are like, oh my God, I want that big, huge double digit. But yeah, it's better get your full money back than zero.
Then be out $500,000.
Exactly.
Yeah. Where he didn't have a relationship with the people. They didn't know him. He didn't know the people doing the work. Somebody took that money, didn't put it where it was supposed to go. And okay, great. He can take a home that's worth $2 million in New Orleans, but he doesn't want to be a real estate investor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ay vey.
Well, Erin, it's always a pleasure speaking with you again. And I know that this year is going to be fabulous. I know Cindy and I have great plans for this year, and we keep an eye watching you on all the things that you're doing on social media and growing all your businesses because you have more than one. You are such a superstar in my eyes. You have so much going on. So I look forward to many, many years of working with you.
Same
Yes.
with you too. It was great to catch up and see that we're kind of working some of the similar plans with the stabilizing and getting more help, which is, hard to do, hard to let that go and not feel like you have to do everything yourself. So
I love it. Thank you so much for being on.
thank you guys.
Thank you, Erin. We'll talk soon.